walk the path of truth is to walk with the divine. Babaji's presence is the whisper of eternity guiding you back home. Have you ever felt an inner calling, as if a teacher was whispering to guide you? For me, that call was not a sound, but a powerful vibration in my mind and heart, leading me to explore my own depths. The first time I met Babaji was not through an image, but through a feeling, a boundless, enveloping and uplifting energy. Babaji was a great teacher, but his teachings were never ordinary teachings. Instead, he gives us direct, subtle signs to lead us toward enlightenment. These signs are not only expressions of connection with him, but they are also the keys that open the way to deeper self-knowledge and enlightenment. Today, I would like to explore with you 30 special signs that show that you are strongly connected to Babaji, the immortal teacher who brings enlightened light to millions of people on a spiritual journey. 1. You experience a deep inner peace. As Babaji once taught, listen quietly. In that silence, the truth will be present. Peace is not a state of stillness only when there are no waves, but eternal peace in the soul despite the storms of life. When you truly connect with Babaji, you begin to experience a deep peace even in the face of great challenges. This does not mean that difficulties will disappear, but that you can see and face them with a firm mind without being swept away by negative emotions. This peace does not come from the outside, but from the deep inner tranquility. You find that, in any situation, even if there is chaos around you, you can still maintain your calm and patience. This is a clear sign that Babaji is leading you on the path of enlightenment, where in every breath you feel the presence of infinite peace. 2. Dreams are especially spiritual. Babaji appears in dreams not just to answer common questions, but to give you insightful spiritual messages. These dreams are not the same as ordinary dreams. They can have his presence in forms that cannot be explained by reason. These dreams don't just stop at a symbolic level, but they give a very real feeling, as if you are actually in contact with him. You can see him in sacred spaces, feel his gaze shining on your soul, or you can recognize the profound teachings he conveys through your actions and gestures. This indicates that Babaji is guiding you not only through reason but also through spiritual experiences, giving you a deeper understanding of the spiritual path you are taking. 3. You notice strange coincidences, synchronicity. The strange coincidences you encounter are not just random events. Babaji often uses coincidence as a way to communicate with you. Maybe you're thinking about a profound question about life, and right away, you meet someone who talks about a solution to that problem. Or you're looking for an answer in your mind, and a book you open brings exactly the message you need. These coincidences are not coincidence, but a sign that you are on the path to a deep connection with Babaji's energy. The universe begins to appear as a mirror that reflects your deepest desires and desires. Each coincidence is a reminder that everything has a purpose and that you are not alone on this journey. 4. A strong vibration in meditation. Meditation is a method for you to open the door to immortality, as Babaji taught. While meditating, if you feel strong energy flows, or sometimes feel the presence of a source of light or warmth flooding your body, it is a sign that Babaji is guiding you. You can see this energy as an invisible flow, vibrating every cell in your body. This is a sign of an opening of consciousness, where you feel a strong connection to the universe. These experiences are not random, but the presence of a divine energy, which Babaji uses to expand your understanding and awareness. 5. Thirst for deep spiritual understanding. As your connection to Babaji becomes stronger, you will feel an unquenchable desire within yourself, a deep desire to discover the truth about life, the universe, and yourself. You are no longer satisfied with simple answers or superficial theories. Instead, You aspire to a better understanding of the nature of existence and how you can get along with the universe in the most perfect way. This urge is not simply the search for knowledge, but the desire to liberate the soul. You want to understand the deep principles about how the universe works and how to live a truly meaningful life, as instructed by Babaji. 6. You become more compassionate and loving. Babaji once taught, unconditional love is the highest form of enlightenment. A clear sign of a connection with Babaji is a change in the way you treat people. You begin to feel an immense and compassionate love for all living beings, without distinction. This is not only reflected in your words, but also in your every action in your daily life. Babaji teaches you that love is not a condition or a compulsion, but a natural, emanating from the heart. You love without having to explain love because your very nature has changed, become more tolerant and pure. 7. Signs of healing in life. Babaji not only helps you in the spiritual realm, but he also brings physical and psychological healing signs. The wounds of the past, the injuries that have not yet healed, gradually begin to disappear. You may not know why, but your health begins to improve, and your feelings of fatigue and stress gradually subside. The energy from Babaji begins to heal every cell in your body, helping you to regenerate your health from within. This is a clear sign that you are connected to the source of cosmic energy and profound healing. 8. You begin to feel his presence all around. Babaji's presence is not only through physical expressions, but also through subtle feelings. You can feel him beside you, even though you can't see him with the naked eye. This feeling can appear when you meditate, when you sit still in a sacred space, or even in ordinary moments of life. This feeling is a clear sign that Babaji is always there, protecting and guiding you, even if you are not clearly aware of his presence. 9. Desire to live by his teachings. Another strong sign is a change in the way you live. You no longer feel attracted by material desires or frivolous goals. Instead, you find joy in simple things, in living sincerely and in harmony with nature. Babaji taught you, simplicity is the door to nobility. You feel yourself beginning to live the values of humility, simplicity, and purity. 10. Connection with nature and the universe. Finally, an important sign is your deep connection to nature and the universe. You begin to feel an infinite love for everything around you, from every treetop, every drop of water, to the vast sky. Babaji taught you that we are part of the universe and that connecting with nature is connecting with himself. This feeling is not just awareness, but a deep understanding that you are part of endless life. Every time you breathe, you feel the intense life passing through each cell. 11. You go through metaphysical experiences. One of the notable signs of connection with Babaji is metaphysical experiences, which go beyond the limits of matter. You can feel the expansion of consciousness, as if you are entering a space that is no longer limited in time and space. This feeling can come during moments of deep meditation or in special moments where everything becomes clear and you can see the connection between yourself and the universe. These experiences can be images of enlightened beings, or sometimes direct messages from Babaji, as if he were leading you from one world to another, where the truth is revealed in its purest way. These moments, while not immediately understood, have the potential to create a profound transformation in the soul. 12. You become sensitive to the energy around you. The closer you get to Babaji, the sharper your sensitivity to the energy around you becomes. You will begin to notice a change in energy when you enter a new space or when you meet someone. These sensations can be a positive energy boost or even warning signals from the surrounding energy field. Babaji taught, everything is energy, and this energy can be felt with an open heart. You may realize that as your heart becomes clearer, you can easily feel and discern the vibrations, which in turn leads you to make better decisions and actions in life. 13. You feel a change in your outlook and values in life. Connecting with Babaji often leads to a profound change in outlook on life. Old values such as materiality, fame, and power gradually became less important, replaced by the search for truth and enlightenment. You may notice that you no longer care about the little things, but instead aspire to live a life with a deeper meaning, contributing to brightening up the world. These changes may be invisible in the eyes of others, but for you, it is liberation from the shells of the ego, a return to your true nature. Babaji taught, live in the truth, and the truth will set you free. That is the light that he brings, helping you to gradually let go of falsehoods and be true to yourself. 14. You feel like you're being guided invisibly. Another powerful sign of a connection with Babaji is the feeling that you are always receiving invisible guidance in your life. Important decisions may come to you as a clear sense of the direction you need to follow, even though you don't always understand why you have to do it. It is the presence of invisible intelligence, which makes you no longer have to worry about the future, because you know that it is all being guided perfectly. Situations that seem random but lead you to important opportunities and challenges are the signs that Babaji is using to grow and grow spiritually. 15. You feel like you're surrounded by a protective energy cloak. One of the clear signs of a connection with Babaji is the feeling that you are always surrounded by a protective energy cloak, like a mental shield that protects you from negative energies. You can feel the presence of this energy, especially in stressful moments or when facing challenges. Babaji once said, "When you live in light, darkness cannot penetrate." When you truly connect with him, you will feel this invisible protection, which will help you get through any challenge without feeling hurt. 16. You become calm and steady even in difficult moments. When you really connect with Babaji, one of the most obvious signs is calmness and steadfastness in difficult circumstances. Whether you encounter a big challenge such as loss, suffering, or unexpected events in your life, you will feel that everything has a reason, and inner peace will help you face it all with certainty. You no longer feel bewildered or frightened by life's turbulences, but instead trust in the cosmic process that is leading you to where you need to be. Babaji once taught, peace is not the absence of difficulty, but the ability to maintain tranquility in the difficulty itself. 17. You go through challenges, but don't feel insecure. One of the powerful signs of a connection with Babaji is the ability to face challenges without feeling anxious or insecure. Although the situation can be very stressful or difficult, you will feel a strange peace of mind, as if everything is under invisible control. This connection helps you see each challenge as an opportunity to grow and grow spiritually. As Babaji taught, life is not about avoiding suffering, but about learning to live with suffering wisely. When you understand and apply this, the challenges no longer frighten you but become valuable lessons, helping you discover yourself and enhance your inner wisdom. 18. You have a clear sense of purpose in life. When you connect deeply with Babaji, one of the clearest signs is that you will feel your purpose in life clearly. You no longer feel vague or confused about the future, but instead, every action and decision becomes more meaningful. Your goals in life will gradually become clear, and you will feel deeply connected to the mission you have to carry out in this world. Babaji taught, the purpose of life is knowledge and enlightenment. When you realize this purpose, you will live with a deep understanding of your nature, and your life's journey becomes as clear as a light shining in the dark night. 19. You feel a spiritual transformation through relationships. When you connect with Babaji, the relationships in your life will begin to change profoundly. You may find yourself becoming more loving and tolerant of others, and old relationships may gradually heal. Previous conflicts or disagreements may dissipate, and you will feel more harmony in relationships, even those that seem difficult to repair. Babaji has always emphasized the importance of love and compassion in relationships. He taught, when your heart is open, you will see clarity in all relationships. Connecting with him helps you see the true nature of those around you and helps you build stronger and better relationships. 20. You feel freedom from within. Another obvious sign when you connect with Babaji is the feeling of freedom from within. This freedom is not freedom from responsibility or circumstance, but liberation from psychological and emotional constraints. You will realize that you are no longer dominated by fear, anxiety, or old habits, but instead, you can live a life of freedom and peace. Babaji taught, freedom does not come from without, but from liberation in the soul. When you achieve this freedom, you will no longer feel trapped in negative thoughts and emotions. You can live in serenity and not be dominated by the material world. 21. You feel a deep connection to everything. The connection with Babaji also gives you a strong sense of connection between all beings in the universe. You will realize that nothing in the universe is separate, everything is part of the same life energy. This feeling is not limited to the relationship between you and humans, but also includes a connection with nature, animals, and every living thing on earth. When you really connect with Babaji, you will feel the harmony in every breath of the wind, in every ray of sunshine, in every life around you. Babaji said, "We are all one, and the awareness of this truth is enlightenment." 22. You are led to a simple and authentic life. A strong sign of a connection with Babaji is the desire to live a simple and authentic life. You no longer feel the need to possess material things or fame, but instead, you find happiness in simple things. Peace of mind comes from letting go, and you feel that wholeness is within yourself, not in external things. Babaji taught, life is a journey back to yourself. When you return to your being, you will find peace in simplicity. And in that simplicity, you will feel his presence, always guiding and protecting you. 23. You feel lifted day by day. Finally, another sign of a connection with Babaji is that you feel a spiritual uplift every day. You realize that you are no longer standing still, but are always progressing and growing. Changes in your mind, emotions, and actions become more and more apparent. You may feel yourself becoming more discerning, compassionate, and loving every day. Babaji taught, enlightenment is not a destination, but an endless journey. And as you walk that path, you will feel your own constant progress and evolution. 24. You feel an invisible harmony with everyone around you. When you connect with Babaji, a special sign is that you will feel a strange harmony with the people around you, including people you have never met. It seems that encounters are not random, but cosmic arrangements, which help you grow more spiritually. You will feel that everyone in your life, whether near or far, has a role to play in your journey to enlightenment. Babaji taught, we are all pieces of the same great picture. When you understand this, you will realize that there is no division between you and others. You no longer see the difference, but instead, you see the connection and love in each person you meet. 25. You go through a process of psychological and emotional self-healing. Connecting with Babaji is not only about opening the mind, but also about deep healing from within. You may notice that the psychological and emotional wounds that you have been carrying with you for so long are gradually healed without having to try too hard. You no longer feel trapped in the past, and a sense of freedom and peace is increasingly pervasive in your soul. Babaji said, healing does not come from repair, but from understanding and acceptance. As you learn to accept yourself and your past, you will feel a liberation, as if the doors of your soul are open to receive light and peace. 26. You feel the sublimation from every moment. A clear sign of a connection with Babaji is the ability to feel sublimation in every moment of life. You no longer just live through the day, but every moment brings you deep gratitude and joy. Seemingly simple things like listening to the rain, watching the sunset, or just sitting quietly with yourself also become sacred experiences. Everything around you comes to life, and you feel like a part of that life. Babaji once taught, life is not about rushing to the destination, but about enjoying every step of the way. As you learn to live in the present moment, you will feel sublimation in everything, and every step you take on the spiritual path will become an awakening. 27. You feel that your soul and consciousness are expanded. Connecting with Babaji helps you expand your perspective on the world and yourself. You no longer just see life from a narrow perspective, but your soul becomes more open, and you realize that you are part of the vast universe. The limitations of space and time seem to be gone, and you begin to feel connected to everything around you, from nature to spirits, to higher spirits. As Babaji said, when your heart is open, you will see that the universe is infinite, and you are a part of that infinity. Every day, you will feel an expansion in your awareness, in the way you see the world, and in your connection to all that the universe has to offer. 28. You experience moments of silence that are imbued with spirituality. The next sign when you are deeply connected to Babaji is the appearance of spiritually imbued moments of silence in your life. These are the moments when you feel completely in tune with the universe, without any distractions or worries. These moments can come unexpectedly when you're sitting in silence, when you're taking in the beauty of nature, or even when you're in the middle of a crowd. This feeling will give you insight into yourself. Babaji taught, silence is where all questions find answers. The stillness you experience is not outward silence, but the silence of the soul, where you connect with yourself and with the invisible source of light of the universe. 29. You feel led by a great power. A very clear sign of a connection with Babaji is the feeling that you are always guided by an invisible but powerful power. Although you may not be able to see it, you always feel his presence protecting and guiding you in every decision, in every step of life. This guidance isn't always obvious, but you can feel it through emotions, small signs, or unexpected decisions that you know are right. Babaji once said, when you walk confidently in the light, you will always be protected and guided by eternal wisdom. And when you feel this guidance in your heart, you will know that nothing can stand in your way on the spiritual path. 30. You feel absolute peace without achieving anything. Finally, the most important sign of a connection with Babaji is absolute peace in your heart. You no longer aspire to achieve material things or succeed in life, but feel satisfied and full with yourself. This peace does not depend on external circumstances, but on peace of mind, where you feel perfection in everything. No matter what happens, you no longer feel insecure or deprived, because you have found fulfillment in yourself. The spiritual world through Babaji's eyes. Stillness is the source of invisible power. When you connect with Babaji, you learn to listen not only with your ears, but with your heart, with your soul. This stillness is an invisible source of strength, helping you overcome all the ups and downs and challenges in life. Babaji once said, stillness is the source of cosmic energy. Not only does it help you understand the nature of things, but it also helps you become stronger in each of your choices. In stillness, you not only find peace, but also discover the infinite energies that are available within you. This is the time when you are energized from the universe, from Babaji, and from yourself, to move forward without fear or doubt. This feeling can occur in moments of absolute silence, or in the most seemingly hectic situations. Spiritual rebirth, path of true resurrection. One of the special things about the spiritual journey with Babaji is spiritual rebirth. This is not a strange concept, but a reality that can happen right in this life. Babaji taught, spirituality is constant rebirth. When you learn to let go of the ego, you will feel like you are coming back from the dead. Every day is an opportunity to be reborn. This rebirth takes place not only when you overcome a major challenge in your life, but it is also a daily process as you learn to let go of old things, outdated views, and negative habits. Each time you give up a part of your ego, you expand your freedom and harmony with the universe. You are no longer bound by the past, but instead, you live in the present, immersed in the endless flow of life and love. Immerse yourself in the doctrine of impermanence. Babaji teaches that harmony with the impermanence is the key to living peacefully in any situation. When you understand and accept that everything in the world changes, you will no longer be swept away by feelings of fear or anxiety. You will realize that everything is part of the flow of the universe. Impermanence is not a negative thing. It's a natural change of the universe, and when you learn to accept it, you'll find peace in all circumstances, Babaji said. Harmony with impermanence gives you absolute freedom when you no longer cling to the temporary things of this life. An expansion of consciousness and a sense of unconditional compassion. As you connect more deeply with Babaji, feelings of compassion, love, and forgiveness begin to become unconditional, no longer distinguishing between yourself and others. Babaji taught, unconditional love is the pinnacle of wisdom and understanding. When you love without expectations or conditions, you understand the true nature of life. You begin to see the presence of love in every moment, in the people around you, even in the challenges you face. Love is not just an emotion, but a powerful and healing energy that spreads everywhere. Step out of the limitations of the physical world. When you connect deeply with Babaji, you will notice that the physical world is no longer the dominant factor in your life. External values, things that you once considered important, such as money, status, or material achievements, gradually fade in the light of awareness. Babaji taught, the ego is the greatest obstacle on the path to enlightenment. When you let go of the constraints on your personal ego, you begin to go beyond the limits of the material world. You are aware that everything has an invisible nature and that everything around you is interconnected in a great chain of links. This awareness helps you find freedom, not in possession or control, but in letting go and living with the natural flow of the universe. You no longer race against time or feel deprived, but instead, you feel fullness and fulfillment in every moment of life. Conclusion, a journey of awakening with Babaji. In the journey to connect with Babaji, every sign, every transformation is a step on the path to enlightenment. It is not just a change in emotions or thoughts, but an expansion of the mind, a harmony between body, mind, and soul. Babaji always reminds us that enlightenment is not a destination, but a continuous process. It is a non-stop journey where you walk step by step in the light of understanding and love. With every sign you notice, with every change you experience, remember that you are getting closer to enlightenment and integration with the universe. This journey has no end, but each step will help you feel more deeply about yourself, the world, and this divine connection. Live with love, compassion, and wisdom, so that each day you get one step closer to the wonderful truth that Babaji pointed out, you are the light you are seeking. Namaste.